everyone, this is Kristie with AG Takes Over. Welcome or welcome back. I don't know when you're watching this, but I'm filming it on a lovely Saturday morning before anybody wakes up in my household, because that's when it's easiest to film. I went to the American Girl store in Columbus yesterday, and we had a nice little shopping trip where we spent $0. So we had an $80 reward. We didn't get any reward this month, so I think we must have maxed them out. But we had an $80 reward plus a $5 birthday reward. And our total was like 90 something. And somehow after everything was applied, our total was $1.07, and I had a gift card, so we spent nothing. So today's free haul comes from American Girl, and we just picked it up yesterday. First things are just food, so they were kind of like we wanted them anyway, and we get the snacks occasionally, but also what is new. So this one is the milk chocolate caramel sea salt truffle cups. That's Grace's, so I'm not going to touch those. I am excited about these mango chili bears, which I hadn't seen before, and it was my wife and my daughter and our two kiddos. So I told the older kiddo, I was like in the middle of a sentence with her, and then I looked over and I was like, they have new candy. They have no food over there. And I walked over and I was like, mango chili bears. I don't eat things with gelatin in them, so mango chili gummy bears. It says gummy, and I was like, meh. Corn syrup, sugar, modified cornstarch, water, natural and artificial flavors, mineral oil, carnauba wax, yellow, and then a bunch of dyes. So no gelatin in them. I don't know how gummy they will be, but let's find out. Is it 7 something in the morning? Yes. I'm about to have the first thing that I eat be candy. Also, yes. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, all I talk about is American Girl doll stuff. So if you like that, come along. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification button. And I post. My goal is once a week, but it's usually 2 times a week and sometimes 3. But at least once a week. All right. They're definitely like denser than regular gummy bears. They're waxier. That's not a good thing. Nobody goes, waxy. The flavor's good. Okay, the first thing I get is the mango, and I was like, it can't be that spicy because it's geared towards kids. And it's not, but you can feel it. Like, there's definitely chili in there. Like, I'm impressed. I don't need to go grab a drink of water, but they didn't lie about that. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not the texture. I would say it's a little more Sour Patch Kid than Gummy Bear, but it's not even that. It definitely has some waxy feel to it. I don't know. I'm going to eat the rest of it. I didn't like dislike it or anything. I just, you don't need to watch me eat the whole thing. So yeah. The next thing was something that we got because we need it. And we needed something that was like in a certain dollar amount to kind of use the maximum of our reward and not have like, we didn't want to go way over like, oh, I got a reward. And so we went way over. We were like trying to make it a cheap trip. But we also didn't want to leave any money on the table. So hangers. In my doll closet, and I can put a link in the description to exactly how I organize stuff. It's 6 months old. The video is. But most of it hasn't changed. I think the way that I organize shoes has changed, and that's about it. So in my doll closet, I have like 4 rods to hang stuff on. And these work really well for the first, well, they work well for all of them. The ones that Amazon sells that I have found that work for 2-part outfits, right? So something with a top and a bottom, are too long. I can put a picture here. But they're just too long for those racks. So if you put pants on them, like if the pants don't start getting hung till about here, then they hang really far down and they're just resting on the next rack. So they work really well. I've ordered them So if you are interested in those that I just showed, by all means get them. But because my racks are like really close together, they're a little bit too long, and the only rack that I can, like only rod or whatever that I can use them on is the very bottom one. So for the rest of them, I needed more of these. So I don't think Grace was excited about my glamour purchase of hangers, but sometimes you just need the practical stuff. All right. We looked at all the birthstone outfits. I did not personally have any expectation that I was going to want them, and I was not surprised. I also walked out of the store going, I don't need any of them. I will show some pictures because I know that some of you really like them. Some of you are curious if they look any different in person, so I'll pause here and show some pictures. And while I'm at it, there were some other picture things worth showing, or video footage, whatever. Claudie's display was adorable. They moved her bakery from where it was, which was kind of like a weird place geographically in the store, but it was a nice prominent display once you got to it, to a place that's more centrally located and gets more foot traffic, but is not as glamorous because it was a smaller space. So it's now in a glass case. It still looks nice. I'll show you that. But they have on one side of a case her travel coat or her winter coat, and then on the other her travel dress and travel accessories. And the travel accessories and travel outfit, like her travel whatever, the white thing with the blue dots, it's such a cute display. They made it like her luggage was in the trunk of a car, and then they hit a bump and it opened and things are spilling out. So let me show you that. How freaking adorable is that? The person who does the displays at our store, I just love. And I believe it might have even changed recently, but it continues to be amazing. Um, but we already had the Claudie outfits that we wanted. We did get the coat. It wasn't in my unboxing video because we were waiting on it on order, but we do have all of that. We didn't buy any of the birthstone outfits. So what other new stuff was left? Halloween! That witch outfit, I'll show you pictures. The witch outfit looks like the exact same witch outfit they've had the past 2 years, and it's like literally just copy paste. Instead of teal, we're going with pink. So for me, it's a no because we already have the other one. I don't need the exact same thing with just with one color change. My wife may end up getting it anyway, and her justification would be, one, I like it, and two, Nikki and Isabel can twin, but not twin, right? They could wear both witch costumes very similar. So she may end up getting that. I was not particularly interested in it. We already had the skeleton one, so didn't need that. I don't think the candy corn one reads candy corn costume. Like, you don't look like a candy corn in that. It's a candy corn inspired outfit. And we already have a candy corn inspired Halloween outfit from AG from several years ago. So I don't feel the need for that one. But what I wanted was the bat costume. I think it's so cute. So let's check it out. Here's the costume. Also, $40 price point versus $52 price point that everybody has mentioned all over here and Instagram and everywhere else on those birthstone outfits. I can't justify it. I just can't. But 40, yeah, sure. And 40 when it's coming out of my rewards? Yes. Okay, so main piece. So when the person moves their arms, or the doll moves her arms, the wings will flap. This part, I am assuming, goes on the thumbs, just so that when you move, the sleeve doesn't ride up and it just looks kind of cool. We'll see how cool it looks in movement. No Velcro, just a zipper. Woohoo! Which is good because it's all spandex, lycra, whatever. Even this part is stretchy. Maybe not as, I don't know. They're equally stretchy. But this is stitched on this iridescent Ursula Maleficent looking material. I like that it's stitched. You can see it on the back as well. And not just printed stitching. I love that there's no Velcro and kiddos are not going to wreck this. Love that for parents. I just like it. I'm not like super anti-Velcro. I think that in a lot of ways it's a lot more accessible to people with fine motor movement disabilities than buttons are, right? But in this case, I don't think this was a question of Velcro or buttons. It was Velcro or zipper. So I'm kind of glad they went with zipper. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm torn. Part of me is like, it's a little weird that they made it to shorts. Like, I live in the Midwest, so Halloween costumes for children who are actually going to be out walking the streets at the end of October with shorts is usually not a good idea. And so when I first saw somebody unboxing this, I was forgetting that it had something to go under it. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to put something under it because kiddos can't go out. Like, my dolls don't really have a specific age, but like the dolls aren't going to go out in shorts in trick or treat in Ohio. But it does come with something else. And I was like, oh yeah. So even though I think it would look good as a pants outfit, I really like these that come with it. So I'm not mad about it. Fishnets. We own a pair of fishnet stockings for American Girl that we got from like an Etsy seller. But I think this is our first pair that's American Girl supplied. So I'm excited about these. So many possibilities. So add it to my, if I ever decide to do a dressing my dolls in goth style, which would be a stretch for us, just given their wardrobe, I would have at least one more thing. This headband, I saw somebody who opened it say, I wish they had done a little more. It's just, you know, cheap and plastic and whatever, but I think it looks cute. They could have done like an overlay of that iridescent material or something, but I don't know. I think they're cute. My little one is definitely at the stage where where this is August and she's like randomly puts on her headband with the Easter bunny and the Easter egg on little springs. So she's into headbands. And then between the fishnets and these boots, these might be my favorite part. I don't know. They are so cute. They have wings. The fishnets are the best part of this in terms of what are you going to get the most use out of outside of this Halloween costume. Most like unique, but you could still work them into outfits. These. Like, again, a little bit goth, a little bit darker to work them into an everyday outfit, but they're fun. I think they're adorable. And they are the shiny material on the back. And you can see the actual stitching. So yeah, it's not like the back of this looks like that. So they have 2 layers of it stacked so that this looks nice from the front and the back, which, I mean, as it should be, right? But it's nice. They don't have Velcro in the back. It's just that these laces are stretchy enough that you'll be able to just slide the doll's feet in there. At least I assume. I'll put some pictures up at the end, but I haven't heard any complaints that you can't get the doll's feet in there, so yay. Also, before I move on to the last thing, thinking about the damage that Velcro can wreak, or the havoc that Velcro can wreak to American Girl doll clothes, or just doll clothes in general. Also, those fishnets are going to be really glad that the outfit, the zipper thing, is a zipper and not Velcro, and that the shoes have no Velcro. So, especially given that they went with fishnets, which are going to snag all to heck with any Velcro touching them, I'm really glad they just went with a Velcro-free everything approach to that. Good call. Somebody had their thinking cap on that day. All right. And this is the last thing that we got. Again, all for free, is the trick-or-treat set. It's so cute. The very classic pumpkin trick-or-treat bag, trick-or-treat bucket, trick-or-treat pail. I mean, nothing unique about it, and that's kind of the point, right? It wasn't meant to be unique. It's meant to invoke nostalgia. And I'm not a fan of struggling with packaging in general, much less on camera. American Girl candy corn. It's obviously empty. Oh, let me know in the comments below. Candy corn. Evil food or actually good? I know that there's not a lot of middle ground with most people, but if you happen to be like, I could take it or leave it, let me know that too. That's actually me. I could take it or leave it. I don't care. I would never buy it, but if I walked past a candy dish and I had reason to believe it hadn't been out there for months, I'd probably grab some. This is, I don't know what you call it, when it looks like it's popcorn and candy corn, and I'm going to say Reese's Pieces just based on the colors. So, I know there's like Fiddle Faddle and Puppy Chow and, you know, whatever, but if somebody knows what that combination is called, let me know. I think this is really cute. So they have these, and it's the grams covered with milk chocolate. Are these available in other sets? Because it would be weird to make these for this, knowing that this doll is already retired, right? Like they're not making more of her, as far as I don't know. I can't tell with those middle 90s ones. But it would be a weird choice to make this now for this set with her on it, but maybe they did, or maybe they just have these from other sets. So if you have gotten these in other sets, let me know. Anyway, they're like same style. I think they're cute. And then the last two things are not things people would likely give you in your trick-or-treat bag, but they make for really good pictures and play. So something to hold them with, a little ghosty. They have no texture on the back. I think that's realistic. If you were making these, you would like lay them flat on the sheet and, you know, pour them out or whatever, and they would be flat on the back. So that feels realistic to me. Things that seemed like they should have texture on the bottom, even this popcorn, it's like flattens, but it's not flat. I feel like with both the trick-or-treat set and this outfit, things that feel like they should look one way from behind or from the bottom do. So that's nice. This one price point was 28, which is a little, we were thinking it was 26, and I know what difference is $2. That's what they're hoping we would think. But let's recap. We got our pumpkin, 2 suckers or whatever they are, chocolates, this pile of goodies, candy corn, and 2 of these. As far as AG stuff goes, I think that's not bad. I think bang for my buck, you know, value for my dollar, what I would expect to get at AG, not bad. I mean, for me, again, free. But I would buy this. If we didn't have a reward, those 2 things were things we planned on buying anyway. So that's it. If you have questions about any of the things that are new at the store that are in pictures, let me know in the comments, because just because I didn't get them doesn't mean I didn't feel them and inspect them and whatever. So I can try to weigh in on that for you. Just didn't want to make it the focus of the video since I didn't get them. All right. If you are waiting for my next video and you don't want to wait a half a week, I know we're impatient. Click on the left-hand side. I've got a playlist of some old unboxings, and you may have missed one. There are a lot of unboxing videos there. And then one of my more recent videos is on the right. So if you want a specific video recommendation, click on the right. Playlist, click on the left. Have a lovely day, and I will see you for my next video. Bye.